Hello, everybody. My name is Ed. I'm in my armchair, and the smoking lamp is lit right over there. And guess what I'm smoking today? Scusi, my favorite pipe. Look at this guy. It is Beauteous Megamus Maximus. That's Latin, you know. This is a Stanwell number 32, part of my Sexton Everson collection, because it was designed by Sexton Everson. And as you know, this month and next month, I'm smoking all of my Stanwells. Considering how many Stanwells I have to do at least 2 a day. And maybe a little bit more, because I'm smoking at least a Stanwell every day. Right now, 2 a day, until I go through all of them, which is over 120 Stanwells. But I have so many because I have some duplicates of some, like the 11. And when I'm looking for, as I said, I collect the Stanwell Sexton Everson pipes. While looking for them, I'll see another one that I kind of like, and I go, I gotta get it. PAD is bad. Not really. Actually, PAD is no problem. See a pipe? Buy a pipe. No problem. But this is Stanwell, you just scusi. I'm back. Telephone solicitations. So I had to blow a few smoke rings to settle myself down. But anywho, I'm smoking the Stanwell pipes, and I'm loving it. And I'm binging all of the Jeremy Brett Sherlock Holmes. I do this probably every year. I enjoy it. So anyway, we just had 4 astronauts go around the moon. Exciting stuff that we're going to go back to the moon. But that reminded me of the moon landings. So let me tell you a few stories. This happened between 1969 and 72. And I was in the Navy from 69 to 73. So the first moon landing, I was in boot camp, Navy boot camp. And they gave us the day off. which was so cool. We had nothing we had to do, no classes we were going to, no marching. The day off, our company commander brought in a television for us, and we watched the moon landing. That was so great. And of course, having a day off in the boot camp was much needed. But that's the first thing with the moon landings. Very significant, because I still remember having the day off. The second moon landing, I was now in Hawaii in signalman school at that time. And the astronauts came to Pearl Harbor. They were picked up in the Pacific, and the ship came to Pearl Harbor. It's neat. I have an old picture, and I couldn't find it for this, but it's funny because I'm looking at taking pictures as, the ship is coming in with the astronauts, and you could see what turns out to be the ship that I was on for the next 3.5 years. The Benjamin Stoddard DDG-22 tin can. But when they came, they of course were quarantined, so you can get to see them. They were basically in I don't want to say it's a camper, but it was a container with windows, so they could look out. In the window, wasn't closed. It was closed, but you could see the astronauts. So much fun. Now, signalman school was on Ford Island, which is an island right in the middle of Pearl Harbor. This is right where you've seen all the pictures of the memorial to the Arizona. That's where a lot of the battleships were at that time. And now it was, they have a hospital and the signalman school. Well, actually a bunch of schools, bunch of stuff, bunch of hangars, because there was an airfield on that island. And with that, in one of the hangars, I got to see the capsule. That's where they had it before they were getting shipped out to, I don't know if it was Cape Canaveral or Houston or wherever it had to go to. But for now, it was staged in a hangar in Pearl Harbor. And I saw it there. So that was pretty cool. Oh, yes. The captain tells me he has a story. So let's hear his story. Go ahead, Captain. What do you got? I was out to sea for Apollo 12. Great story, but it'd be better if I told it while smoking a pipe. What do you mean you need some tobacco to tell your story, huh? And of course, enough tobacco for the doc also. Okay, yes, and Doc gets some too. So what's your story? okay, we're going to set it on pause while the captain loads up his pipe before he tells the story. So hold on. We're back. Go ahead, Captain. Ah, yes. Much better. So as I was saying, I was out to sea for Apollo 12. That's it? No, I wasn't even in the same ocean. But thanks for the tobacco. I want my tobacco back. What? I said, I want my tobacco back. Huh? I said, I want the... What? Never mind. The next thing that happened to me, I'm now on my ship, and this was for Apollo 13. And what was neat about this is it was going to be landing close to Pearl Harbor. And our ship was going to be one of the ships going out to sea, basically forming a circle. You know, maybe, I think they said about 200 miles out from the main carrier that was going to pick up the capsule. And our ship had to be set up in the back and fantail, basically kind of like a very sturdy tripod, if you will. They welded 3 beams to our, and it was off to the side, so it could actually, if our ship was to pick up the astronauts, we could actually hoist the capsule onto our ship. It was so cool. So that's what we were going to do. We were ready to go out to sea and support, basically, position ourselves, for the moon landing. In those days, they weren't that technical, so they didn't really have a complete, precise place where it was going to land. So we, along with a bunch of other ships, were all set up to go out. The only thing with this was, it was Apollo 13. This is the one that had the accident, and they didn't even know they're going to be able to come back. And because of that, the place where they were going to possibly land was not, we were not going to be going out. So it ends up, we had done all of this training, because we actually they had a life-size model of the capsule that we would go out and get, hoist onto our ship. So we had taken a lot of trips out to sea to practice this, and tried to get a little bit of different types of weather to get this capsule on our ship. So a lot of work was done to it, and then they had the problem, and ends up we didn't go out. But that was kind of cool, all of the work that we did to go to sea, to prepare to get the capsule if need be. Luckily, the crew of Apollo 13 didn't make it. Splashed down pretty far away from us again. So we did not go out at sea for this. It was going to be too far away. But anyway, that was 3 of the little things that happened while I was in the Navy for the moon landing. It was kind of cool. So I thought I'd pass that on for you guys that aren't old enough to remember us going to the moon. Unfortunately, I am old enough. Yeah, you know, what can I say? Well, I hope you like this. Me doing a little reminiscing. And remember, if you don't like this, you're not going to get to heaven. So may your smoking lamp always be lit. Take care out there.